Today's date is Sunday, November 29th, 2020. It's around like 4:09 p.m. I had met a gentleman by the name of Michael HILT, HILT, through Exit Realty, TRISH NASH, TRISHNASH, from Nevada. They had a real estate office out there. I had met them, I think at broker owner training in Canada when I went to Ontario to meet with Steve Morris, STEVEMORRIS. Angela Tucker was there, a few others, in a smaller setting, not quite as, not ostentatious, but because that has a derogatory meaning, but not such a grand ballroom effect of like so many people, hard to like, ascertain like where one should even begin or belong. So when I went to Ontario, Richard McQuillan, I believe Serena went as well, his wife. I followed Richard's lead because Tifra was with me, but he's like a dog on a short leash of like, I really don't want you, like, do I bring him? Do I not bring him? I'm like, if everybody's going to be couples, is it weird if I'm just by myself? Like, I never know with this idiot. And then it's like, what if he says something like, oh my God, he's not a trained dog on a leash. He's just an idiot, a local idiot that won't leave me alone. But then if I leave him at home, then my mom's there with the kids, and then I got to worry about what he's bringing into her life. Oh God, maybe it's just easier to bring him with me. Like, these are the things I have to go with because you fucking like left me here, and this is what like the local asshole looks like. So anyway, I felt the same way about John, by the way. It was kind of like, I don't know. So let's think about this. So anyway, long story short is I met this gentleman, Michael Hilt. I did not really speak with him very much. Richard was in charge of broker owner training and teaching me about the company Exit and how a real estate office works because I had no idea. And I was just an agent before that. And so that didn't work out well. We went to Steve Morris. I enjoyed kind of sort of more like the social aspect of it. And of course, I love listening to Steve Morris speak because he's very handsome, but he's also very charismatic. And then Trish and Michael invited us, or Mr. Hill, I'll go with Michael Hilt for a minute because I have a lot of Michaels. They invited us to dinner, and so we went after broker owner training one night out to dinner, all of us as couples. I, of course, sat at the end and like was just really quiet because everything I walk into, I have no idea what and who everybody is. Although I will say that Trish and Michael were very nice to us. They got to know us a little bit alone. Another trip we had gone for a different purpose, different conference. I had contacted them, let them know, or somehow we got in touch with one another. And then we actually got to see their office in I think it's like of the Las Vegas area, which was really, really nice. We had dinner with them there alone. Let's think about this. So anyway, I one of the videos, two of the videos before, I put him on a group message with my cousin Craig that I don't talk to, but he has brimstone eyes, and he's the only cousin that I was informed of that was somewhat genetically akin with my whatever, my special project. And then there's the, I gotta think about this. And then I put Houston on there, Michael Houston. I put Corolla on there, my midsize SUV. Then I put, let's think about this. And then I put my Uncle Tommy. Now, I don't know if these numbers work anymore. I have no idea. I just put whatever I put up on so they have a link to it. Because, again, I mean, like, how does one, like, who do you ask for? I'm just looking for the correct caliber of machinist that I was sent for. And was born separated from. And I've just been waiting on the Fidelis in New York, trying to make ends meet, trying not to bump into the wrong sort, never knowing what that even looks like, sounds like, and like, what do you do to get the hell out? I know I never wanted to do this, but here we are on, I mean, you wake up every day and need to breathe. That's a given. Like, there is no disputing that fact. So if you wake up every day and there are people working in industries, companies, and to promote your ability to not breathe or not be successful in breathing, shouldn't that be a main priority? I thought at 4 and 5 that was just a given and really easy for adults to understand. Clearly, I was mistaken, because somewhere along the carrot trail of I don't have any money, contacts, or way of getting out of New York, but yet I'm going to be subject to what? Them increasing production of ethanol, corn, toxic fumigation being the automobile industry. I mean, if you ride around New York, it is like, this was not the case in the, what is like the 1800s, for sure. But it's like, it's just steadily become worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, I was told that I just had a conversation with Lewis and Linda, by the way, my mother and father. Lewis has gotten a huge fight with Tiafrio in 1975 and like almost threw him out of the car. They went on an expedition together to go to the food store or whatever. And so they were talking about Trump and God only knows what, and it's like, la, 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 la. So Lou gets upset. He's mouthing off to Linda about how stupid Anthony is, and I come out and he goes, he's so off base. And I go, I was like, yes. I was like, can I just say something real quick? I was like, for you and Mom, we're all off base. If you want to go technicality, we are not in the national security industry business. We are not fed any raw intelligence or any raw statistics or even any like dictionary of what the crazy other humans in charge of the world are doing anywhere. I said, we do not live on a military base. We live off base. And every kind of crazy idea the two of you have ever spoken about in my lifetime has been off base with no training whatsoever. And he was like, right. I said, and here's the really scary thing. I said, you get off base information coming to you through some filter of we have no idea on the TV. And then I have to rely on you and Mom in order to hear the half-crazy whatever, and then jump to some kind of conclusion. I said, some of us can jump really high. I was like, but some of us do like little leapfrogs and don't get quite as high up as we need. I was like, and then we get off trail. I'm like, it's real. And my mother was like, you know, that's half funny. She's like, but that's actually so true. And I go, yes, it is. This has been brought to you by the Ministry of Katarusa and Hitler. And then I walk out of the room, and so she started laughing. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. I mean, like, I mean, it's like theatrical circus in every day with these two. 42 years I could have done without, especially when there's a look-see in the trajectory based on what I am and the agenda for which I was sent. This whole black vision, white vision, and brackish vision. Anything off base is brackish. You're either in a black vision, blackout completely, where you can't see straight in front of you because you have nothing is real, like nothing is true. It's whatever's going around you. Okay, great, that was real. But if you look in the larger, what the fuck are they doing elsewhere? How are they fucking up the world? Oh, that's where it's kind of important to be kept in the know. But how do you get to them? Because there's other stuff going on somewhere. Someone's making a decision. We're off base. And there's no reliable source of information whatsoever. So now what do you do? I'm just curious because I don't really do surface Earth and off-base anything.